next. The Magic take it all. Program when the season is fresh. What are coaches looking for from their players?
You know, BA, they want to see execution on the game plan that's been set in practice. The X's and O's, can they bring it to life? I mean, that is what they're expecting.
Now a look at Detroit's starting lineup. Harris and Duran together in the middle. The backcourt is Cade and Thompson, and it's Robinson in at the 3. Shot clock at 5. That one falls.
This is a part of Van Carroll's game they'd like to develop here in the league.
Outside Robinson. Back to Cunningham from deep three-point land. It's rebounded by Van Carroll.
Excellent work defensively. That's how you guard a three-point shooter of his caliber.
Thompson goes in.
Well, that's impressive defense by Wagner. He gets himself into great position.
Van Carroll outside. Pass to Carter. Orlando moving the ball around. Wagner, the pass to Carter. Off target from three-point range. And so Cunningham will bring it up for Detroit. When you think about the skill of Cade Cunningham, Grant, at his height, what a combination.
You know, BA, whether it's scoring inside or seeing over the defense or just beasting on smaller guards, his 6'6" frame is certainly an advantage. Oh, too big, too strong. It'll take more than that to stop Van Carroll.
Pass to Harris. Shot from the low post is good.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Now here's Robinson. Now here's Duran. Outside Robinson. Pass to Cunningham. Back to Robinson. And unable to get the go-ahead bucket there. Orlando's gone 0 for 2 from outside. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Jamal Mosley gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. Much of our discussion centered around Cade Cunningham. He said that's their catalyst. They look to him to control the pace, to read the defense, and to make great basketball plays, which he usually does. He is very tough to neutralize. Guys, back to you.
And Allie, thank you for that. Offensive rebound. Here's Thompson. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Good work down low. I mean, I like how confident Thompson is from this area.
Cunningham against Suggs. Got a piece of it. And they get it back. Carter, good.
Relentless effort creates the second chance opportunity.
And here's Cunningham. He'll bring it up for Detroit. 4-point game. Their last meeting was in Orlando, where they were unable to fight off the Magic.
And in their last game against this club, turnovers really were a problem for them.
Yeah, taking care of the ball has to be their #1 priority. But they also have to stay aggressive. You have to strike a good balance.
He can really read the floor. Precision pass in rhythm.
And so now a timeout called by Jamal Mosley. They're probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. Cade checked in for Orlando. Black comes in for Suggs. Detroit also making some changes. Holland, he's checked in for Robinson. Jenkins comes in for Thompson. Outside Bain. Launches the 3. Knocks down the long Cade.
Yeah, Bain is dangerous from three-point land. The defense has to chase him off that line.
And while they've continued to progress into an elite defense, the Magic knew they had to improve offensively.
Balancing a roster is tricky, BA. You don't want to lose that defensive identity, but you got to give up something to get some. Back.
Well, at least the D was going for it, but he got to the ball just a moment late.
Pass to Van Carroll. Carter, a screen on Harris. Van Carroll passes to Black. Back to Carroll. For three. Rebound Detroit. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Let's go to the three. Rebounded by Kane. Magic leading by 3. Takes a step back. And Carroll gets Harris. And Carroll surveys. Carter from outside. No good on the shot. Well, a good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. It's the Magic. They're up by 3. We've got more hoops. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. All right, guys, what do you think about the Magic here in this one?
Well, so far, they've got things rolling along nicely at the offensive end.
Yeah, they've looked sharp early on with their offense, getting good chances and converting what they've taken.
Anthony Black out there with Wagner. Then it's Goga Batase, and it's Kane in at the 4 spot. That's the group starting the second quarter for the Magic. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. And we're joined now by Sean Ronnie. He's calling in with a story. Good to have you, Sean. What's going on?
Well, guys, a lot of excitement about the upcoming 2026 draft class, but quietly, some scouts voicing early concern about the quality of prospects in the class of 27. Now, there's still time for players to emerge, but expect this to impact the way teams value those players.
Something to keep an eye on, no doubt. Sean, thank you for the report.
I don't mind that. I mean, they've met and temporarily prevented the points.
So you need a real big-time star to win in this league. And Grant, the Pistons have that in Cade Cunningham.
Oh, my, B.A. It took until year 4 for him to really break through. Already a player who can impact the game in so many ways, but when his numbers go up across the board, that's doing something special.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Hey, Franz Wagner was asked to describe his game, and he said, I don't know if there's someone who I would say I play really consistently. I'm like a small guard. I try to do a lot of different stuff out there, and I hope when you see me play, you see that I'm having fun and I'm playing for the right reasons. Back to you.
Okay, thanks for the report, Allie. Here's what Detroit's going with right now. Thompson, he's checked in for Herter. Robinson comes in for Jenkins. And Cunningham subbed in for LeVert. Here's Wagner. And he drains the turnaround Jay.
Well, you don't often see Wagner go to the mid-range, but right there, he just took what the defense gave him.
Now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second.
Wow, he's going to have to watch himself now. A little early.
Bain, he's checked in for Black.
Into the lineup for your Magic, number 3, Desmond Bain.
Here's Holland. Pocket 4. Here's Stewart. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
Suggs outside. Pass to Bain. Puts up a deep 3. The rebound by Stewart.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
And here's Robinson. Thompson outside. And here's Cunningham outside. Orlando with the rebound.
And it didn't register as an official block, but he did everything you want in disrupting that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
Some room here for Suggs. The rebound by Stewart.
And that's when he wants back, just wide open, but not able to connect that time.
Before getting injured last season, Stan, Jalen Suggs was looking better than ever.
Yeah, he improved across essentially all stat categories. He was showing loads of improvement, DA, making that knee injury extra heartbreaking.
And stolen by Suggs. Drives to the hoop. Oh, and now with no question, lowered it down.
Well, I like when Suggs takes initiative on offense. These drives to the rim help get him going.
And so the timeout by J.B. Bickerstaff here. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. In terms of two-way guard, Desmond Bane is as good as any. What do you see in this game?
Well, just look at him, B.A. Bane is so strong. That really helps him there on the defensive end. And offensively, a lights-out three-point shooter.
He's checked in for Orlando. Black comes in for Wagner. Detroit also making some changes. Durant, he's checked in for Stewart. And Tobias Harris subbed in for Holland.
Well, he continues to make the effort, but the results just aren't there this quarter.
Cunningham against Bane. For three, here's Harris. And again, the Pistons missing.
That's just a great effort on the defensive side. Last to the shoot.
Outside Bane. Over Cunningham. No good, off the front rim.
Well, that one should be in his wheelhouse, but just off the mark.
Pass to Robinson. And here's Durant. He's covered by Suggs. Here's Cunningham. Releases. It's rebounded by Banchero. Now here's Suggs. Banchero with a screen on Thompson. Back to Banchero. There's the triple. They're in with the rebound. There's a 4-second difference between the shot and game clock. Here's Thompson. That falls. Nice feed that time from Cunningham. Thompson's got his second basket.
Well, he's making it look easy. Thompson with great body control off the contact.
Here's Banchero. Dunked and finishes. Great step from Banchero.
Getting enough shots in close to play inside out.
Cunningham outside. Pass to Harris. Launches it. And that's not going to go. Misses at the buzzer. And so it's Orlando leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. The hustle they've shown on defense has been tremendous. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this.
Even teams that have great shooters have to be selective. They're hucking it up from beyond the arc, hoping for the best. And it reminds me of my free...
All right, fellas. Glad you could join us. Ryan Anderson and crew are ready to take it away for the start of the third.
And as we get into the third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. Paolo Banchero with a strong contribution so far in this one.
Can they come up with an answer for him coming out of the half? They have to change something defensively.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem.
Subbing the floor for the Pistons. Harris and Durant together in the middle. The backcourt is Cade and Thompson, and it's Robinson in at the small forward position. And stand the Pistons' J.B. Bickerstaff, the runner-up last season for Coach of the Year.
Well, yeah, instead it went to Kenny Atkinson, who replaced him in Cleveland. But B.A. talking about landing on his feet. Bickerstaff showing again he can turn things around.
Cunningham finds Harris. Wagner against Robinson, and stolen by Suggs. Here's Wagner. Off target. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Pistons trail by 8. Harris passes to Durant. And the dunk by Durant.
It's almost impossible to stop Durant inside. Wow. Just wow.
Outside Bane. Back to Wagner. Banked it in off the glass. Wagner's got 6 points.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
Here's Harris. It's rebounded by Wagner.
I mean, he's trying to shoot his way out of what's becoming a prolonged cold streak.
Yeah, I get it, but you don't want to force it. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. It has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
Carter, screen on Cunningham. The kick out to Banchero. Pass to Bain. The three. The rebound by Detroit. Thompson outside. It's deflected.
Yeah, this is something you might see Dan Carroll work on. Improving his ability to knock away shots.
Orlando making a switch here. Black's checked in. And the Pistons making a change here as well. Jenkins is checked in for Cunningham.
All he needed was a little separation. So effective.
Boy, cleared the path, put him in position for a prime-time dunk.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up the screen.
Pistons trail by 11. And one young guy who's really a good on-ball defender, Anthony Black.
Yeah, B.A., that's where he's made an immediate impact. He's a big guard, a smooth athlete, great body control, really tough to get past him, B.A.
Oh, it's Ben Carroll going up top.
I mean, did you see the strength and force? I mean, that's what puts Dan Carroll ahead.
And Detroit has possession. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
And so the timeout by J.B. Bickerstaff here. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. And let's take this time to bring up the list of last season's elite shot blocking teams. Orlando, number 1.
They built a reputation around the league last season. Do not test them at the rim.
And it's Detroit with the ball. Trailing by 13. Here's Thompson. Nice D from Wagner.
Nice work defensively to contest that shot right at the rim. Nothing easy.
Stolen. Here's Thompson.
Wow.
The athleticism of Thompson showing up right there. I mean, just explosive off the bounce.
Well, it's always nice to head up to the connected cam to get another angle of these big plays, courtesy of AT&T. They set the screen. And Carroll outside. Shot clock at 6. Jenkins with the rebound. Pistons trail by 11. To the paint. Harris misses.
He is really scuffling this quarter offensively. Perhaps a little frustration setting in.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Asar Thompson. Here's his first foul of the game. Orlando making some changes. Batase comes in for Carter, and Kane subbed in for Desmond Bain. Detroit also making some changes. Stewart, he's checked in for Durant. Holland comes in for Thompson, and Karis LeVert is subbed in for Robertson.
I think Black's agility caught the defense off guard there, and he's able to draw a shooting foul.
The Silva's checked in for Orlando. Herter's checked in for the Pistons. Cade Cunningham comes in for LeVert. Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock.
Who's got ball?
And here's Cunningham. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Spins. The Pistons need to get one up quick. Holland for 3. No good. And so it's the Orlando Magic in a good situation, up by 13 points to close the quarter. A big difference in shooting percentages. That's why they lead. We'll be right back. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Yeah, he put that pass right on the money. He made things look easy for his teammates.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. Suggs and Bain team up as the backcourt. Then it's Anthony Black. Then it's Goga Batase. And it's Kane in at power forward. That's who's out there for Orlando. Here's Suggs. Comes up empty from 19 feet out.
Well, sometimes it's just not your night. But despite his struggles, they're ahead in the game.
Orlando moving the ball around. Here's Kane. Pass to Batase. And here's Suggs. Here's Kane. Here's Batase. Can't get him again. And he goes up strong with a one-handed jam.
And B.A., he takes his rebounding so seriously.
This dude is such a grinder. His teammates appreciate the effort. Just goes all out on the glass.
Well, he gets paid to be a factor on the glass. That's a nice dunk to finish it off.
Jalen Duren, he's checked in for Detroit.
Number 0, Jalen Duren.
A few possessions into the fourth, just over a minute played. And it's Cunningham missing.
We all know he's a good shooter. But from that distance, I don't think so.
Yeah, it seems like everybody's jacking him up for way out there themselves. You want guys to stay within themselves.
Cunningham against Suggs. Here's Stewart. It's hauled in by the Magic. Now Suggs. Pass to Bain. Batase up top. Here's Kane. 6 to shoot. Batase a screen on Duren. Here's Kane. And down it goes. Yeah, that one home.
And it hasn't just been their stellar offense. Their defense has been effective as well.
Great example of how to build a lead and then sustain it. You win games on both ends of the floor.
What? Wait. Hey, those are only for the big boys.
Emphatic move by the point guard.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring options.
Look at who's out there now for Orlando. Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Batase. Banchero comes in for Kane. And Franz Wagner subbed in for Black. Now Banchero. Shoots it up. Nice shot from the wing. Magic lead by 19.
And I think we're going to see a lot of nights like this from Banchero. He is built to score and never seems to take a play off.
Harris. Oh, the stuff.
Well, he can play the floor because he gets off the ground so well.
And Suggs has got the ball here for the Magic.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Wagner outside. With the floater. Robinson rips down the board. Pistons trail by 17. Cunningham. And Carter with the block.
That is exactly what these coaches want to see from Carter. Defend the rim.
It really feels like they're in control. They've got a big lead with time dwindling.
Yeah, and at this point, the focus is take care of the ball, no needless fouls, and no threes.
Pass to Harris. Oh, touches it off the glass.
Nice read. Sets his teammate up. You like how they're sharing the ball.
And this one hasn't been in doubt for a bit now. They came out on a mission, and you can bag up this win for the Magic.
They were the more accurate club. And in the end, that made the difference, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., you have to love their strategy. And even more, you love the execution.
And so this win marks their first victory of the new year. And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Paolo Banchero.
Yeah, you know, he was a man on a mission in this one. The defense had absolutely no answers for him tonight.
Here's Cunningham. Oh, the sweet floater. There's 39 seconds left to play in the fourth. Wagner looking it over. Now Banchero. Clock at 6. Wagner inside, working on Robinson. And Wagner gets it to go on the assist from Banchero.
Impressive job by this team. And you really can't discount the impact of this crowd.
No, I'd be lying if I said the crowd doesn't have an impact. It's certainly felt from the head coach all the way down.
So it's the Magic winning this one easily. They didn't have too many problems tonight.
They didn't. Just a tremendous team effort. Once they had that big lead, they're not going to let the visitors back into the game.
Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Stan Van Gundy, Grant Hill, and Ali LaForce, I'm Brian Anderson, thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And now let's take a look at our player of the game, Paolo Banchero.
And a look here at the scoring trend over the last several months for him.
Here we go. Sometimes you go up, sometimes down, and the trend has been on the downward side in terms of his average points per game. And a variety of factors can be the culprit. And a lot of times you focus on the efficiency more than just pure point output.
Here's the starting group for the Cleveland Cavaliers. The big men on the floor for them, Mobley and Allen. Harden out there with Mitchell. And it's Merrill in at the small forward. Offensive rebound, and the shot goes down.
Well, so often we're talking about Jared Allen's length, and he does it nicely on the offensive glass right there.
Pass to Birtle. Outside, Barrett. Birtle sets the pick for Barrett. All alone. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game. So here we go. It's game one of the regular season for both teams indoors. Each one wants to start their year on the right foot.
Yeah, both of these teams have been waiting all summer for this game. Tip off to a new season. I can't wait, Kevin.
About a minute played so far here in the first. Harden against Quickly. Over Harden. Pirtle kicks to Barnes. And there's the call on Evan Mobley.
First personal foul.
That's his first foul.
First game foul.
Come get it, come get it.
Barnes outside. Shoots over Mobley. And that one's good. Barnes.
I think this is a key aspect moving forward for Scotty Barnes. Make them guard you in the mid-range.
Allen a screen on Barrett. And Merrill has it in the corner. Nailed from three-point land.
And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from three. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Now, here's Quickly. Down low. Got a piece of it. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Quickly. And now, let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Ali LaForce.
I caught up with Coach Darko Rajakovic. They'll be up against Donovan Mitchell tonight, and Coach is well aware of the challenges that he presents. He said Donovan's so good at changing speeds, it's hard to know when to send help. I'd rather be overly cautious in that regard, because if no help comes, then all of a sudden Mitchell is in his groove. Makes sense to me. Kevin, back to you.
All right, Allie, thank you for that. Doris, nowadays, we see lots of high school transfers amongst elite players. An example, Scotty Barnes.
No, exactly, Kevin. This young man attended 3 different high schools. I think what each guy is trying to do is raise the level of competition. Well, they were looking for a fast start, and they have been perfect from the tip.
The Cavaliers trail by 4. And the call against R.J. Barrett. That is the first foul of the game. Max Strus is checked in for Sam Merrill.
In for the Cavaliers, number 2, Max Strus.
He finds Strus. Cleveland moving it around. Here's Mitchell. Kicks it out to Harden. Pass to Mobley.
2 minutes
Harden
left.
against quickly. Clock at 6. Here's Allen. And Pirtle sends it back.
Oh, Pirtle, he is not having it at the rim of the defensive end. That is beautifully done.
Here's Barrett. Over Mitchell. Stolen by Allen. It's Allen on the wing. Over Barnes. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Ball's knocked loose. It's stolen by Barrett. Jared Allen grabs the miss. The Cavaliers trail by 4. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time right about it.
And here's Harden for 3. And another miss by Cleveland.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Now, here's quickly. Scoreless thus far. 6 on the shot clock. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. Cleveland's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. And Barnes sends it back.
Send it back, Scotty Barnes. Show off that defensive acumen.
Offline with his 3. And it's Harden with the ball for the Cleveland Cavaliers. 4-point game. Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. Back to Mitchell. Trying to end the drought. Out the basket.
This is a guy who wants to score, so don't let him catch a rhythm.
Barnes with it. Coming off a solid outing against Cleveland. Launches it from deep. And the last shot before the buzzer is away. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. It's the Raptors. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Raptors.
They're contesting shots and have also come up with some significant blocks, putting a little doubt into the minds of the opposing shooter.
Assist goes to
That's a tremendous pass from Schroeder. This guy's such a dependable offensive player.
What a great look here at this tremendous move from our AT&T Connected Cam point of view. And some good young players in the Raptors, but Doris, what's their path to contention?
Well, obviously, they have some quality basketball players. Scotty Barnes is right at the top of that list, a really well-rounded player. But here's the reality for every team. You need a well-constructed roster of more than 15, and you need to have some depth. The season is long. The possessions in the game are fast. It is really about the totality of your group.
And the shot goes in. Jed's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Boy, they got hot here in the second quarter. No wonder they're in front.
To the inside. Here's Allen. Obo with the rebound. Raptors leading by 4. Outside, Barrett. Pass to Mobo. Here's Mamu Pelishvili. Outside Barrett. And Barrett slows it in.
Yeah, that's coming to force. R.J. Barrett, nothing you can do to stop that.
The Cavaliers trail by 6. And timeout called by Kenny Atkinson. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. He's checked in for the Raptors. Then for the Cavaliers, Sam Merrill. He's checked in for Ellis. And James Harden has subbed in for Dennis Schroeder. And now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second quarter. Here's Strus. And out of bounds as Toronto gains possession. And we've got a moment now to look at the highest scoring teams in the NBA from last season. The Cavaliers, number 1.
Yeah, number 1 in the league in terms of points per game a season ago. They play as a team, just really unselfish in terms of their brand of basketball.
And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. Ingram and the Raptors check out 2 more.
Great job of just letting that play develop. Ingram showing a little IQ there.
And Doris, what you love about Brandon Ingram, he's the total package.
He is, Kevin, because he's got incredible size, great shot making ability. He's a 3-level scorer, and you can mix his matchup on the defensive end.
Here's Murray Boyd. Another shot, and the layup is good. Amu Kellis-Really has got the lead up to 10 now for the Raptors.
And the lead getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
You have got to put a body on somebody. You talk about it ad nauseum, but you've got to be disciplined with the box outs.
To Murray Boyd. Out to Ingram. Here's Shed. Allen defending. Here's Amu Kellis-Really. 5 on the clock. And he gets it to go. Amu Kellis-Really has got 4 points in the quarter.
This offense just continues to impress.
And that's a second for Jared Allen. And it's Mitchell in for Max Cruz. Laid outside.
Donovan Mitchell.
Pass to Mitchell. Shot to stop the run. And it's Amu Kellis-Really with the rebound. Raptors leading by 12. Here's Shed. It's Barrett on the wing, guarded by Harden. And here's Ingram from the arc. A putback out to Barrett. 3-pointer, and he's good on the 3-ball. Barrett's got 7 points in the game.
And Kevin, they dialed up their activity this quarter. We're seeing them convert a lot of those second chance opportunities. You can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
Harden the pass to Nance. And then jammed by Larry Nance.
And just taking his frustration out on the rim. He ends a huge run by the Raptors.
Ingram outside. There's 37 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Ingram can't get that one to fall.
Boy, defense has to feel fortunate there. That's one he normally knocks down.
Mitchell outside. Off the mark there with the 3-point shot.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
And here's Ingram from the arc. Ingram can't get that one to fall. And so it's the Toronto Raptors. 13 points up at the end of the period. They've got their field goal percentage. All right, Allie, thanks for that. We'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in just a moment.
Welcome. It'll be the 76ers against the Celtics in Boston. It's going to tip off at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. And let's talk now about the game we've been watching. What a terrific first half for the Toronto Raptors. And that's a halftime.
After a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. Nice game. Great performance by R.J. Barrett.
What? What a menace he was on defense through the first 2 quarters, just disrupting everything.
Well, it was about effort and anticipation. Hard to get into an offensive rhythm when you know this guy is lurking.
Picking up the group for Kenny Atkinson to start the second half. The rim protectors standing tall for him, Mobley and Allen. Donovan Mitchell is out there with Harden. And it's Merrill in at the 3 slot. And here's Lyons for 3. It's hauled in by the Cavaliers. And the Cavaliers' Kenny Atkinson, outdoors winning the NBA Coach of the Year in 2025.
And this was just an incredible honor for Kenny, who, of course, long-time record as an assistant coach, great player development coach, joined Steve Kerr for a time and says that experience helped take his coaching to another level. That has manifested in Cleveland.
Here's Quickly. No good on that one.
And the way he was able to reach out towards that release had an impact.
Well, no question, he altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it. Boy, he may not be the biggest center in this league, but big-time athleticism on display.
With the drive, Mobley with the block.
Boy, Mobley read that the entire way. His defensive instincts were so good.
And Allen with the slam.
Nice creativity from the big man, Jared Allen. You've got moves upon moves.
I'd like to thank AT&T for bringing us that spectacular look from their connected cam. Quickly with it, he's picked up by Mobley. Barnes can't get it to go.
Boy, he won't miss many of those, but it certainly happens and did there.
And here's Mitchell from the arc. And Pirtle pulls it down. And so Quickly will bring it up for Toronto. Nothing yet for them in the third quarter. Lets it fly. That's good on the jump shot. Quickly's got his first points of the night.
Boy, that was a much-needed bucket in the second half. They're now 1 for 5.
Mitchell outside. Pass to Allen. Inside. Some solid defense from Ingram.
Boy, that's the kind of contest you need to force the miss.
From deep, the Cavaliers pull it in.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
In his relatively young career, Scotty Barnes, GA, has played a number of positions.
He can be successful at a lot of different spots on the floor. He can plug in just about anything.
Now we'll hear from Allen before, since she's got a story for us.
Well, Donovan Mitchell can put up points, but he's sacrificing some of that to get his teammates going. He said, quote, "For me, it's about balancing, picking my spots, picking my games, empowering everybody. But sometimes I've got to go do what I'm paid to do." Back over to you, Kevin.
He can heat up in a hurry, that's for sure. Thanks so much, Allie, for the report. Outside, Barrett. Pass to Ingram. From 18 feet away, and he hits the headshot. Ingram's got 7 points in the game.
And this is Ingram's bread and butter, a terrific mid-range shooter who looks to score from there on.
Harden, no good.
He's so frustrated. Hasn't had a make all game. It's making it very difficult for them to have any success.
An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Harden finishing inside.
And they're beginning to just flat-out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
52 seconds left in the third quarter. Pass to Ingram. Here's Mamu Kelishvili. Here's Shed. It's tipped. And the shot is good. The Raptor lead has been cut down now to just 9 in the bucket from Harden.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Taylor finds Barnes. Barnes swing on Harden. 4 on the clock. Pass to Mamu Kelishvili. From outside the arc. Gets the three-point ball. Mamu Kelishvili has got 5 points now this quarter.
Wow, what a pass. He made that a very easy basket with that setup.
And so it's Toronto enjoying a 12-point lead. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feat.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Got Barrett, and it's Shed in at the point. So that's the 5 in the game for Toronto. Throw on the wing. Barrett covering. And he passes to Merrill. Beyond the arc. Bryant slams it in.
Thomas Bryant is a problem on the offensive backboard. This guy's big and skilled, and you better box him out.
Here's Shed, guarded by Harden. Toronto working the ball around now. Here's Murray Boyle. Outside, Barrett. Fires from deep. And Spurs with the rebound. The Cavaliers trail by 10. Here's Merrill. Off target from the wing.
And if that's the best look you can get on a possession, a waste of a trip down the floor.
Well, missed opportunities, and they can certainly add up. You cannot afford to take that kind of shot.
Cleveland had gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Harden.
Wow, not sure what happened there. Yikes.
Go to the sideline and see what Allen LaForce has dug up for us. Allen, take it away.
I was able to listen in on what Darko Rajakovic was going over with his team. And they told their team, no easy threes. Let's guard that arc. Don't let anyone get an open look. With the lead, they want to close this one out with their perimeter defense. Back to you.
All right, Allen, thanks. And joining us now by phone is insider Shams Charania with some news. Shams, give it to us.
Well, a debate is brewing. While the NBA has pushed back against load management, saying it's an 82-game league, prominent voices on the team side countering that. With much more movement on every possession, modern play style places novel demands on players' bodies.
A serious challenge. Okay, Shams, we thank you for that report. Here's Murray Boyle. Wade is covering, and he gets it to go.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
To me, this has simply stated been a complete lack of defensive attention and focus all night long.
That's tipped, and that's out of bounds. Cleveland. Calls timeout here. And clearly an important junction. He's going to have some choice words with this team. A different look down for Cleveland. Jared Allen comes in for Wade. And it's Mitchell in for Ellis. And that one is good.
Well, Harden has made a career of his ability to navigate into the painted area. Boy, this guy, if he gets inside, look out. Turn the lights out.
And even 3-on-3 break. Now, Merrill. 1:51 left in the fourth quarter. Now Mobley. Mitchell outside. Mobley sees him with the putback.
I tell you, give me a little grittiness from Evan Mobley. Not afraid of throwing his weight around right there.
And Toronto making a change here. Now here's Ingram. He's defended by Merrill. Here's Quickly. Barrett outside. Barnes. Can't get it to go. The Cavaliers trail by 10. Mitchell from 13 feet. It's in.
Wow, splashing in from the mid-range, Donovan. What a pretty shot.
And so quickly will bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. Giving up just 8 points in the fourth quarter.
Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for Toronto.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
Yeah, I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
And it'll go down as their first official win of the new year.
Wow, they finished the season series undefeated. 4 games, 4 wins. Really asserting their dominance.
Rocket 2.
Making every effort to win this game on ice.
Well, just terrific teamwork. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
And Toronto has possession. Now for the Raptors, they can just run out the clock. Now Pirtle knocks it loose. So it's Toronto winning this one. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
And it makes a big difference. And once they started to
Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free? And
It's game 1 for both teams, Clark. Preseason is over, and this new season is underway.
Yeah, and you can kind of feel that both teams, BA, are a little bit anxious and nervous, but an exciting kind of nervousness. So let the season begin. I'm glad we're starting.
Let's check out Minnesota's starting lineup. Randall and Gobert are in the middle. Ayo Sumu out there with Mike Conley. And it's McDaniels in at the 3 slot. Pass to Johnson. Murray against Conley. To the middle. And Gordon with the basket. On the assist by Murray.
And Gordon's jumping ability combined with his reach make him a difficult matchup for any defense, especially when he's operating in the post.
Sumu outside. Up top Randall. And out of bounds. Denver will have it. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
I was able to catch up with the head coach for Denver. Coach spoke about how Rudy Gobert can change a game defensively. He had all the praise in the world, saying there are so few players at this level that can make a player fearful of shooting inside. Rudy is one of them. You have to get over the idea of hearing footsteps and be okay with having a shot blocked every now and then. Back to you, Brian.
Thanks for that, Allie. The Sumu for 3. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. And this team has been unstoppable away from their own arena. Up there with some of the best road teams we've ever seen.
No question about that. It's hard enough to win in this league with the parity, but to do it away from your home floor and home fans, that's something to be proud of.
Well, Grant, we've heard Anthony Edwards talk about trusting his teammates. He understands you need everybody.
Yeah, a lot falls on his shoulders offensively with this team, BA. So those playmaking decisions in the moment, a lot easier said than done.
Now here's Jokic. 27 points his last game. Good D by Gobert. About 2 minutes gone by in the first quarter. Sumu outside, and there's a call on Christian Brown. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
DeSumo, the pass to Gobert.
That's rock-solid defense right there. Jokic bodied him up and then affected the trajectory of the shot. And maybe they're a little too excited today. They need to settle down. They've opened up 1 for 4.
Murray passes to Jokic. That puts him in the lead.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him with the dive. This early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Now here's Conley, and Chris Finch wants a timeout. And we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust.
Failing to find a rhythm offensively. Something that needs to change and change soon. I think this time out, guys, where you draw up some plays that are guaranteed to create some high percentage shots.
Hardaway's checked in for the Nuggets. Pass to DeSumo. Here's Gobert. DeSumo outside. 5 on the clock. To snap the cold streak. Rebounded by Denver. Outside Hardaway. Now here's Jokic. Fires from deep. Sinks the tray. Jokic has got 5 points.
D has to get out on that because Jokic will make them pay if they don't.
Conley passes to DeSumo. Back to Conley. Gobert with a screen on Murray. For 3, Conley. Jokic grabs the board. And it's Murray with the ball for the Nuggets. And you think about Jokic's point center game. He's a pioneer, Grant. A one-of-a-kind.
Oh, one of a kind indeed. And historically, very few centers have led their team in assists, and none with the regularity of Jokic. So he's an outlier, but is he a trendsetter? Only time will tell.
Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track. Attacking right away. McDaniels wasting no time there.
For Denver, they've gone 3 of 6 on the floor. Gordon on the wing. Tries it from the block. And Jokic finishes inside. Jokic has got his 3rd bucket of the night. Timberwolves trail by 4. Conley finds Randall. Gobert with a screen on Hardaway. Randall, good.
Randall's pretty skilled as the screener or ball handler in those sets. That's pretty good versatility on display.
Outside Hardaway. Back to Murray. Stolen by Conley. Now 5 seconds separating the shot clock to the game clock. And stolen by Hardaway. Murray from outside. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Minnesota has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Randall outside. Left side McDaniels. DeSumo for 3. On target from range.
Boy, he is fundamentally sound. Tough cover.
And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. It's Minnesota. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in the second quarter. And when you consider how Minnesota is doing, guys, your thoughts?
Well, it seems like they went in looking to do damage from long range, and they faced little resistance. And you know what? That's what happens when you establish your three-point game early. Puts the defense right up against it.
Gordon and Valanciunas down low. Bruce Brown is out there with Tim Hardaway. And it's Jones in at the 3 spot. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets. And the basket by Clark.
Terrific design and execution, leading to an opportunity right at the rim.
Nuggets trail by 3. Some breakthrough contributions for the Nuggets from Christian Brown and Aaron Gordon. Grant elevating their games.
But at the same time, Denver's depth has been a concern. You know, B.A., we know what Jokic can do, but he needs help to win another ring.
And let's swing it over to the sideline and hear from... Oh, my! Throw it down!
Anderson makes terrific decisions, especially for his position. He's a great passer.
Thanks to AT&T for that fantastic look from their connected cam. Now here's Brown. No points yet. Valanciunas with a screen on Highland. Brown passes to Valanciunas. Just 4 to shoot. And a great assist by Brown as that one goes in.
That pass delivered to where Valanciunas could get into his shooting rhythm right off the catch.
And Chris Finch wants a timeout. He might have seen something he needs to review with his scouts. For the Nuggets, Brown checked in for Jones. And Jamal Murray is subbed in for Brown. And then for Minnesota, Randall, he's checked in for Anderson. McDaniels comes in for Clark. And Mike Conley is subbed in for Shannon. An area of the floor where Jaden McDaniels really excels on defense.
Yeah, he's a strong perimeter defender. He's got great length, good anticipation, and he's competitive. I mean, those are the things that allow him to shut guys down on occasion.
And in today's NBA, it seems like everyone has a three-point shot clock. That didn't used to be the case.
You're exactly right, B.A. In the good old days, way back in the day, threes were mostly for specialists. It just shows you how much the game and the player have evolved.
Minnesota leading by 5. Pass to Conley. Nice dish, and the layup goes down. Conley's gotten his first bucket of the night.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Now here's Murray. Still without a bucket. Brown, shot is good.
The mindset. When Hardaway Jr. is firing a play like this, you know he's feeling it.
Pass to Randall. Over Gordon. Another one falls for Minnesota.
I'll tell you what, they are on fire this quarter, taking total command of this game.
Now, I don't know if this field goal percentage is sustainable, but if they can stay close to what they've done shooting the ball, they'll run away with this one. The lackluster effort on defense gave him the look he wanted.
Now for those joining us now, we're in the second quarter, about 3 minutes gone by.
2 minutes
Here's Conley.
remaining.
And Mike Conley picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
And great job to establish position and square up.
Excellent example of physicality on defense. He got his nose right in the middle of things and made a play.
A different look for Denver. Nikola Jokic is checked in for Jonas Valanciunas. Holmes comes in for Gordon. And it's Jones in for Hardaway. And then for Minnesota, Gobert comes in for Reed. And Ayo Dosunmu subbed in for Highland. Now here's Dosunmu. Pass to McDaniels. Here's Randall. And it's Denver with a rebound.
Clean look from mid-range. Coach will probably want to run that play again.
Here's Murray. No good that time.
His lack of offense is certainly not helping. Tough to overcome that.
From behind the arc. It's hauled in by Nikola Jokic. Jokic just got 4 rebounds in the game. The jump hook. Pass to Murray. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
3 seconds.
And it's time to give you a look at the top three-point shooting teams from a year ago. The 4th spot held by the Timberwolves. 5th on the list, the Nuggets.
A stat every team wants to excel in, three-point shooting. Both of these teams were fantastic from deep last season.
Conley passes to Dosunmu. Out to the right wing. Here's Randall. Doesn't go that time. Excellent D there from Holmes. Pass to Murray. Back to Jokic. McDaniels with a steal. Murray against Conley. And there's the drive. Rejected by Jokic.
Excellent defensive positioning and anticipation from Jokic. Able to lock the rim down there. Good work.
Minnesota leading by 4. Randall deciding where to go with it. They still need this. No good. What a penalty had to go on it. And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end. Allie, as always, thank you. We'll be right back to begin the third quarter right after this.
Out in Boston, it'll be the Celtics against the 76ers. 7 p.m. Eastern is the tip-off.
Two elites.
And now let's check out the Denver Nuggets, who are in a close game after one half of play.
For as bad as they've been inside, can't believe it's this.
Thanks for joining us. Time to head back over to the third quarter with Brian.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. One of the stories here, Jaden McDaniels getting it done today.
Yeah, even with the extra attention he's getting from the defenders, he's finding ways to excel.
Well, we're not surprised by that. No more than what we've come to expect of him. He can adapt and adjust to anything a defense tries to throw at him.
On the court for Minnesota. McDaniels at the 3 with Randall at the 4. Sumu out there with Mike Conley. And it's Gobert in at center. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. And Grant David Adelman, a second-generation NBA head coach, grew up immersed in the game.
Yeah, B.A. Basketball was a family obsession. David, a ball boy for the Blazers in the 90s, went on to coaching, which he's done for decades. His whole life has led him to this.
Now here's McDaniels. He has 7. Inside. And stolen by Jokic. It's a one-on-one situation. Pass to Brown. Denver moving it around. Jokic the screen. Here's Murray. Oh, drains the 19-footer. Murray's got 6 points.
Murray using the mid-range, an effective shot for a good penetrator like Jamal. He's a natural scorer.
Sumu outside. No good on the 3. The Nuggets trail. Jokic passes to Gordon. The shot is good on the assist by Jokic.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Yeah, that's a harbinger of things to come. He's looking at having a very big second half.
Randall, and he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2. Clark, when you look at the evolution of Julius Randall, talk about his playmaking.
Yeah, he's worked on trying to see things as they develop a little more, and I imagine he's done a lot of film study. I could only attribute some of his improvement to that. He's looking for others intentionally and aggressively, so I think that's part of why his teammates enjoy playing with him. They know he's making the effort to distribute the basketball.
Back to Conley. Pass to McDaniels. Stolen by Jokic. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Thank you, guys. Nikola Jokic is a family man through and through. He said, quote, basketball is not the main thing in my life and probably never will be. And to be honest, I like it because I have something more at home. Something that's more important than basketball. Back over to you, Brian.
Some good perspective. Thank you very much for the report, Allie. And Minnesota with possession here. Denver getting their last shot to go. Pass to Gobert. Gordon pulls it in. The Nuggets have gotten 3 or 4 shots to fall so far in the third. Murray for 3. Gets rebounded by Minnesota.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Gordon with a steal. Pass to Brown. And here's Jokic.
2 minutes.
Over Gobert. Ooh, great D that time from Gobert.
That's a chance he typically converts.
Outside Conley. And stolen by Murray. And he lobs it up to the rim. Throw it down.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy points.
Yep, exactly. If there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
And Chris Finch wants a timeout. He's going to talk it over those guys. And Denver making a change here. Hardaway's checked in. Nas Reed's checked in for the Timberwolves. Highland comes in for Randall. Here's Sumu. Here's Highland. Here's Reed. Second chance effort. And he takes it up and lays it in.
Saving that trip. Nas Reed turning a miss into a bucket.
Pass to Hardaway. Here's Jokic. Reed defending. Murray for 3. From distance, Jamal Murray.
The defense really fell apart there. You can't afford to leave them all alone at the arc.
They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Sumu for three. Nikola Jokic grabs the miss. Jokic has got 6 rebounds here tonight. And there's the foul. It'll go on Aaron Gordon. That's his first foul of the game.
I don't know what he was thinking about there. Easy over the back.
Yeah, that's a good one there, man. I tell you, I appreciate the effort, but he overdid it just a bit there. He needed to get called for the foul.
Anderson's checked in for the Timberwolves. Shannon comes in for Mike Conley. Pass to Shannon. Reed is screen on Hardaway. Right side Reed. The three is up. And the three-pointer goes. Reed's got 5 points now this quarter.
Reed has a pretty proficient three-point shot. He's a big guy who loves to stretch the floor, too.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Murray. The three. The shot is good. The assist by Jokic. Jokic has got 3 assists now in this one.
And a nice bump for their offense this half. Now shooting over 50% for the game.
And, you know, guys, that kind of offensive efficiency really keeps a lot of pressure on the opponent, and that's part of why the lead is what it is.
And we've reached the end of the third. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far. With this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. At the 2 and the 3, it's Brown and Hardaway Jr. Zeke Naji out there with Jonas Valanciunas. And it's Murray in at the point guard position. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets. 5 to shoot. Pass to Naji. And here's Hardaway. Clark covers. Valanciunas sets a screen. Second shot opportunity. Hardaway, no good. The Timberwolves trail. Randall outside. To tie it up. Now Reed to take the lead. That shot off. He played just over a minute here in the fourth. Murray for 3. Valanciunas passes to Hardaway. Nails it from 3. Hardaway's got himself on the board with a 3 there.
Encouraging to see Hardaway Jr. knock it down from there, proving he can do damage from this area.
And Chris Finch calls timeout here. He is not messing around. Calling it into the house. Cam Johnson, he's checked in for Naji. And the Timberwolves also making a change. Gobert's checked in. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
I was able to listen in on what Chris Finch was going over with his team. He was very upbeat and positive, saying to his guys, let's go. I want you guys to up the pace. Look to push the ball up the floor whenever you can. They cannot stop us in transition. Let's see how the team responds. Guys?
And Allie, thanks. Another miss by Minnesota.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then because his shot making is not happening right now.
Highland against Murray. Valanciunas with a screen on Highland. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
It's one of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. McDaniels is checked in for Clark. Sumu comes in for Shannon. And Mike Conley is subbed in for Highland. All right, a look at how the hustle game has been going for the Nuggets.
Well, their D has been a major story tonight. Those steals and putting pressure on the ball, clogging the passing lanes in Princeton.
And I've also noticed how opportunistic they've been offensively, doing a really good job taking advantage of the opponent's mistakes.
Now Randall. Fourth quarter keeps moving along. 3 minutes gone by now. Oh, the offensive struggles continue. Missing again.
Great control by Randall. And one machine.
Jokic checked in for Denver. Gordon comes in for Hardaway. The free throw drops for Randall. 1:46 left to play in the fourth quarter. Here's Jokic.
Except the finish. Have to keep focused all the way through the play.
McDaniels outside. Here's Gobert. 6 on the shot clock. Outside Conley. Ooh, the shot misses. And so it's Jokic who brings up the ball for the Nuggets. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth. Takes the shot. Ooh, a good call with the jump hook.
Using his size on the interior, Jokic extremely difficult to stop down there.
Timeout call, the Timberwolves. They're down by 9. Gobert with a screen on Brown. Takes a 3. Oh, it's off. And they're so close to putting this game away.
Yeah, B.A., you don't have to do anything crazy. Just run the clock. Don't turn it over.
Murray. Can't hit it. And here's Minnesota now.
I hate to say it, but I'm pretty sure we can close the book on this one. Yep, I agree with you. Chalk it up. W in the bag.
Gordon. Jokic. The 3-ball is down. So it's the Nuggets winning this one easily. All right, Allie, thanks. Great stuff, man. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Allie LaForce, Clark Kellogg, and